What's up guys, DB Gaming, and as in the title, we watched the Fnaf movie. Now, this movie was great. I loved every bit of it. There was a scene that I didn't 100% like, but I do understand why they placed it in later on, like after the fact. But when I saw it, I really thought that the rest of the movie was going to be similar to that, which I really did not want to see that, but I was wrong. Everything did change and go to actually how I saw the movie coming out. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell you spoilers from this point on. I'm going to go through the movie basically and tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and that's basically it. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications to get notified every time I post a brand new video. And if you've already seen the movie, stick around. And if you haven't, watch the movie, please. I don't want to just spoil everything to you because this video is having major spoilers, okay? You have been warned. So the movie opens up with the first security guard, who was actually supposed to be played by Markiplier, but he was too busy doing another movie, filming another one, that he could not be a part of the Fnaf movie, but he was supposed to be the first security guard. But anyways, basically, the movie opens up with the first security guard trying to open up a vent. He's barricaded himself in the office and something is trying to break in. He manages to open the vent and crawl inside, and then he makes it to an old storage room, which, isn't the best. He gets scared by doing some dumb thing. He accidentally knocked into something and just completely jumps and then goes into a hallway. I don't know why he didn't just lock himself in that closet and like reseal the vent and wait for it to be 6, but whatever. Anyways, we see Foxy's silhouette and it was awesome, bro. Literally awesome. And then, bro, we hear the signature sound. Dum 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 dum. Bro, it was awesome, bro. I was like, yes. And then, unfortunately, we didn't get to see Foxy in that moment. We did, in fact, however, basically see through the eyes of Foxy. He was basically running down, and God, bro, he's tall. Like, these animatronics, they're tall, like really tall, because like we were towering over them basically. Anyways, the first security guard goes into that chair, by the way, with like the Freddy mask with the blades and everything, because basically what Mike is seen in at the trailer, but the security guard's locked in, bam, and then the Freddy mask comes on him. Oh my God, we're about to see his face get completely destroyed, like literally, bro. Like his face was so like just gone, and I was so excited to see this. I was like, yes, bro. I can't wait. It sounds messed up, but like I can't wait to see this guy's head completely explode. I really wanted to see like the death of like certain people in this FNAF movie. I want to see it being a little gory, but unfortunately, then again, it was PG-13 rated, so very unfortunate. All you do is hear a scream, and you see the show stage with no animatronics on it. So pretty weird, pretty weird. We then actually wake up to Mike. He woke up at 6 a.m., which makes sense because, I mean, like, the night shift ends at 6 a.m. He wakes up at 6 a.m. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm smart. Trust me on that. Anyways, he wakes up at 6 and he's getting dressed, and then he has to actually talk to Abby because she has school, and he's like, yo, get dressed, we have to go to school. Well, you have to go to school, I gotta go somewhere. And then, she pretends to go to sleep, and then he obviously, like, get up, bro, you have 5 minutes, put your clothes on, we gotta go. Then she just throws, a stuffed animal. It basically, the scene shows that they have a pretty close relationship, and then it skips to a future where we actually see Mike as a security guard. I know, completely foreshadowing that he will be another security guard in the future. Anyways, he's in the mall ordering ice cream, and Blood sees a little kid looking lost, and then after turning his head away to talk to the lady about his order, turns his head back, and some guy's like, get over here, Scorpion, and just completely drags the boy away. So this man's instincts going, I'm a security guard, and he starts running. He runs and then completely tackles this guy, into the fountain, starts throwing haymakers, bro. Like, starts, bah, bah, in the fountain, too. And there's a whole crowd watching. Everything's bad. And then we actually see, that was a flashback. Because now he's in the future, in an office, where he's looking for a new job. And then we meet the man himself. William freaking Afton, bro. Playing as Steve Raglan. That's his alias, so no one really finds out who he is. Which, pretty cool in my opinion. And basically, he goes through all these records between, like, Mike saying, oh, bro, you're, like, really bad. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to get a job. You're doing, this is bad. You were, like, this for a week and a half, and you just, like, beat up this kid's father right in front of him. Which, yes, the guy Mike beat up in the mall, he took his own kid. Like, he was just bringing his kid along. Like, that was his own kid. So, it is so bad. We just hear the kid. It goes back and it's like, Dad, his dad's getting completely mauled in the fountain. But, you know, not good for Mike. And then, after being like, oh, bro, I can't help you, you're this, that, he reads off his name. So, Mike stops. And then he's like, you want some coffee? Bro, you just went from, like, insulting this guy to be like, hey, you want some coffee? I'll get you some coffee. So, I mean, yeah, that happened. And then he offered the job at the Fnaf security place. And he's like, I can't work nights, you know. I have someone to take care of, you know. When Mike went to his house, there was an eviction notice. So, this guy really needs money. Anyways, he basically goes back to sleep. Well, he tells Abby, yo, you gotta eat. She's like, no, breaks a crayon. Oh, mad. And then he sits on Abby's bed and he's like, you're sitting on my friend, you know, because she has, like, imaginary friends, you know. Everyone had that phase at one point, I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, you know, it's fine. And then he's like, fine, I don't care. Abby, throughout this movie, Abby literally just roasted the crap out of some people, bro. And it was very funny. The theater was laughing. It was great, bro. Honestly, funny scenes. I think it was great to, you know, that they put those in there. He goes to bed and he dreams about his brother. Basically, his family is nice, you know. They're having a picnic. The mom spills something. She goes off. She's like, watch your brother. Bro does not watch his brother. He just looks around, picks up a frisbee that came by that two other people are using, and then he hears a car run off. He's like, Greg, wait, what was his name? I keep saying Greg. I'm thinking about FNAF security breach, Gregory. And it's not. Way to go, superstar. Okay. Anyways, his brother name's Garrett, so he calls out for Garrett, sees a car. Garrett's in there with a plane, and it is so sad. And this actually haunts him throughout the movie, like, during the FNAF place, like, when he's in the pizzeria doing his job, and he actually does fall asleep a lot, and he feels like he can change the past, but he really can't, because, I mean, it's a dream. You may be able to change what happens in the dream, but you can't change what happens in real life, so. But yeah, that really haunts him throughout the movie. Anyways, basically, next day, he goes to pick Abby up from school, and his aunt, Jane, she is up. She's annoying, mean, and Abby said that she smelled like cigarettes. Again, one of the things that she was roasting people, bro. It was so funny. Basically, she's like, oh, doing that fake stuff, you know. Oh my God, I can't believe what he did to the guy in the mall. Like, shut up. We don't care. Anyways, she wants custody of Abby, and he does not want to give Abby away to her because that's his sister. So, she basically insults Mike the entire time. After the fact, the doctor and Mike talk, and Mike is like, oh, you know, she only wants money from the government. And I actually noticed this. I've watched the movie 3 times, but the first time in theaters, I noticed on the wall there was a board, and it said puppet, bear, fox, bunny, and chick. Not Chica, just chick. You know. So I was like, oh my God, those are the characters in the movie. Which I actually just found out that Puppet was in the movie. Puppet's in the movie, and I will cover on that later. My friend actually sent me an image of the picture. It's later on when he's actually at the pizzeria, and something happens. Anyways, he decides to call up the guy, and he's like, yo, I'll take the job. He goes, works, does his first night where he falls asleep, and he has the same dream that I told you he was going to have about his brother being taken away. And we see 5 kids. 1 with bunny ears, 1 with a top hat, 1 with a hook, and 1 with a bib saying "Let's party," I think it was. And then another boy, which he is like a big deal in the movie, like a real big deal later on. And he was just wearing like a brown t-shirt with yellow stripes. You'll find out who he was later. So basically he's like, yo, do you know who took my brother? Tell me. And then they all run away. He runs after the kid with brown and gold stripes, trips on a rock, and wakes up. Anyways, after he ends his job at 6 a.m., he goes home, sees Max sleeping on the couch, and he just sits on his chair, reclines, like, I'm tired. And he's like, Max, I'll pay you back. I'll pay you soon, you know, because he doesn't really have the money to pay her, and, you know, she's obviously not working for free. Anyways, it's funny because Max is like, don't worry, I know you will. I know where you live. It's like, God, bro, I don't want someone coming after me, bro, like the IRS, the Mexican cartel, because bro's coming after me because, like, hey, I didn't pay you back. Guess what? You gotta wait. I trust me, I will pay you back. That's basically what happens, you know. It's pretty funny. We actually see, oh, this is gonna be cool. It said, bro, Matt Pat. Game theory. Oh my God, he's in this movie. Listen, they're Max, Jane's lawyer, and some other dude, I completely forgot his name, and I really don't care about his name. They're at Sparky's, and oh, it was just so cool. I mean, they're talking about, Jane wants Max to find incriminating evidence of her niece. So, nephew, niece. I don't even know, bro. This is probably the same thing. I don't really know family terminology. Anyways. Basically, she wants Max to find incriminating evidence. Max doesn't find it, and so they plan, hey, this man, he got a new job. Let's go destroy the job so he loses it, and then you in custody. So, and then we see Matt Pat say, hey, you guys want anything or something, blah, 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 this and that, and they're like, no. He's like, blah, blah. He said something, and then I hear the line, bro, I have a theory. And it's like, oh my God, it's awesome, bro. Like, the group Max is with, I think there was 5 or 4 people. I don't know. Anyways, they scout out the place and destroy. Search and destroy. Basically destroy everything. And then the first guy, he does the cupcake. Which, oh my God, bro. Cupcake was like munching on this guy's face. It was insane. Crazy. Oh my God, it was so cool, bro. Seeing the animatronics in action. Anyways, the guy who sees that, he sees this, like a big fat dude with like a beard and a cap. He sees the other dude getting his face completely bitten off by Cupcake, and he's like, runs around. And the leader's actually in the office gonna break the monitors. He sees his friend. Everyone was laughing. It was at this point in the theater because the guy was like running like, I just hit my hand on my desk. Yes, but like he was like, and then he runs into a storage closet where Bonnie is there, and then Bonnie just kills him. The dude who was in the security office sees Bonnie walk out, and wow, he starts running. He runs into the office. Cupcake. You should actually see on the cameras Bonnie and Chica standing together. Chica bends over and lets the Cupcake go in the vent. Now, Foxy's running down the hallway, and we get to see him, and then, bam, we hear the iconic Fnaf scream. And I loved it, bro. This movie was actually awesome, like, insanely awesome. Like, I literally loved it. That's why I watched it 2 other times. So I watched it 3 times. You know, it was really good. Max actually gets lured by the soul of Freddy. He's like, come on. And then she gets in a chair, goes close to Freddy's mouth. And in the trailer, we actually see a kid's hand come out of Freddy's mouth. Bro, it grabbed Max and bit her in half. This was after night 2. Mike fell asleep, had the dream again. He got actually hit by the soul. He caught the fox kid, like the kid with the foxy hook, got scratched in the arm. Vanessa came in, basically explained everything, you know. I forgot to mention that, but basically, back to the main part that we're at. Yeah, the crooks, the people that were gonna, you know, destroy the pizza place, actually just died, like straight up died, you know, and nobody knows about this now. I mean, yeah, Vanessa comes to Mike's house and explains how, hey, there was a break-in. You gotta stay awake. What happens at Freddy's, that's on you. If I file this police report, you're done. You gotta pay attention. Don't fall asleep. So now we're going to night 3. Max isn't answering her phone, so Mike has to take Abby to work with him. So Mike actually cleans up the place, and basically everything is going well, you know. And then he goes back to his office, falls asleep, has the dream again, and Abby takes advantage of this. She's like, Mike, I'll be back soon. Runs out of the room, meets the gang, and then it cuts to Michael's dream, which Mike talked to one of the kids that disappeared, and the kid asked Mike if he really wants the answer to who took his brother, and he was like, I'll give you anything. So then the boy disappears, and you see a bunny drawn into the dirt. Michael wakes up to his sister's screams, runs in the room to see all the animatronics surrounding her. Oh my god, Abby's dead. She's not. Freddy comes after this guy. He brings up a chair, and then Abby's like, oh, they were tickling me. They said I was gonna die, which it's like, said you were gonna die? You're not gonna pick that up? Anyways, she de-escalates the situation. The gang doesn't really like Mike. They were gonna kill him. Anyways, they left. Abby gave Freddy a hug. It was kind of funny. It was like, here's humor. They're adding humor to this, which makes sense because, I mean, they're dead kids in there, so it makes sense. So you're telling me that these robots, and she cuts them off like, are ghosts? Yeah. It's like, whoa. You already know they're ghosts and you're not scared? Like, what? I know, I would crap my pants. I'd be like, get the hell out of there, man. They're ghosts. But no, that's what happened. Next, they go back to the pizza place, and Vanessa is there. So this is where the silly stuff happens, and I understand why they put it in, because I mean, like, they're souls of the kids, so it makes sense. It makes sense. So basically, she's like, here, we gotta build a fort. And I did not want to do this because, like, you know, I want to see death, bro. I want to see them being angry, but they're kids, so it makes sense. So they make a fort out of tables to stuff in the pizza place, and then Vanessa's like, I think this place needs a roof. Mike leaves so Abby can ask about his brother, her brother too, with the animatronics, since they're answering her. They're like talking to her. So they go to the back, and this is where they show the concept of spring locks. It shows the concept of spring locks. There's actually one of the people from the books, which I think she's actually gonna be Baby, but Vanessa demonstrates with the broom, bam, hits it, and it closes instantly. This thing is like unstable. So I was like, yes, they're gonna show it. They're gonna show it. This guy got attacked. And this is night 5, mind you. Like, this is now officially night 5. Which I'm glad they actually went through like each night and showed something new respectively. It showed what goes through each night. It is actually pretty cool. So now we're on night 5. Mike has this dream, and they all attack him. All those kids run after him, attack him. And before that exactly happened, the soul of Golden Freddy, that was the leader, the one with the brown shirt, yellow stripes, he was like, you said you would give us whatever we want if we tell you the answer. And then he was like, yes. because they wanted Abby. And he's like, I want this. Yes, please. And then he changes his mind, but Golden Freddy appears at his house, completely kills Jane, bro. Like, holy, grabs Abby and goes to the pizza place. Now, as this happens, right before they really go into the pizza place, Mike is getting his butt handed to him by the souls of the other kids, and he's now completely like broken. He's bloody, he's bleeding, it hurts. He actually passes out, and Vanessa finds him, so he's no longer at the police station, he's no longer at the pizzeria. Vanessa took him back to the police station that she works at, talks to him about like his wounds, what happened, tells him that, hey, I already knew who took your brother, but I didn't know until after you told me. It's not good. He gets mad. She gears him up. And Corey Keshin makes an appearance and brings Golden Freddy and Abby to the pizzeria, where he doesn't walk in with her. Like, Golden Freddy, he just stands outside and all the lights start going haywire. Abby goes in. Chica takes Abby to the room with the baby like spring lock thing, because they were about to make her like them. They were about to make Abby like spring lock her, bro. So that was can't imagine what's gonna happen there. Anyways, Mike goes to the pizzeria to save Abby without Vanessa. Vanessa just gears him up with tasers, stuff to short circuit the animatronics. By the way, this movie, I don't know if I've said it before, but this movie's great. Like, I actually love this movie. All this stuff combined, it works great. Even though there were some silly scenes that I didn't 100% want to see, it was still good, bro. And so basically, Mike, he obviously fights off the animatronics. He pulls his smart things together. After Foxy's the last guy, Abby's in a ball pit. She gets... Bro, while this happens, before Vanessa comes, because she actually does come, we see him, dude. He comes out of the dark. Spring Bonnie, bro. And this guy's mocking Mike's dead brother, bro. I'm pretty sure he's dead. He literally said that, I'm gonna kill you like I did your brother. This and that. It's the cycle. It's gonna repeat itself. Symmetry. And it was like, oh my god, William Afton's here, bro. I was literally jumping, and my friend next to me, it was funny, bro. We were literally fangirling at this point, and we were just jumping out of our seats explaining like, oh my god, this is insane. And then it actually gets worse. Like, what we were doing, it gets worse later on. But anyways, Mike is fighting Afton, and then, he was like, wake up, children. The animatronics get up, bro. Vanessa pulls a gun on Afton. And he literally said, I don't know why they did this, why they made Vanessa and Afton, but she was like, I will shoot you, Dad. Like, obviously the theater's like, oh my god. Vanessa's his, Afton's daughter. But it's like, why would they do that? She's not his daughter in the main game. And like the main, like, in like the game series, but it's like they decide to do that now. Don't know why. Anyways, a fight. She shoots him. Fights break out. She stabs her. The helmet's off, by the way. Like, you could see William Afton. The helmet's off. She stabs her. It's not great. And then Mike's like, the paintings, you got to change it, because there was one that specifically was shown multiple times, and that was the Spring Bonnie suit holding hands with 5 kids. She basically shows what really happened to the animatronics, shows Spring Bonnie killing with like a bloody knife and dead kids, puts it on the wall. Mike turns on the light, and then they all go after him. And Jesus, bro, this is the scene. This is where we really, like, me and my friend really started fangirling. They surround him. Cupcake bites his his torso, and then the first spring lock goes off, bro. The first spring lock goes off, and I'm freaking out, bro. I'm like, yes, they're doing it, but I also got nervous because his helmet wasn't on. But anyways, bro, we see they all go off. This guy's in pain, and at the end, he said it. He said the line. I always come back. He said it, bro. And I was like, yes, bro. I was screaming my head off. Puts on the helmet. And yeah, the animatronics drag him away. And that's really the end of Five Nights at Freddy's. Basically, Vanessa's in a coma. And Abby wants to visit the animatronics. And the scene closes out to Afton in the kitchen. Still getting spring lock. He was still alive, and the soul of Golden Freddy close to the door, which makes sense why in the first game the kitchen camera was disabled because Springtrap was in there. So that was great, dude. And honestly, for me, they signed off for a second movie and a third movie, but I feel like the second movie, since it's probably gonna be based off of FNAF 2. I feel like they could do a post-credit scene where they actually have Afton in the back room, like in the kitchen, where they actually find him. They're making Fazbear's Fright, and the people of the old FNAF pizzeria. I almost said Pizzaplex. Pizzeria goes to collect, remnants of the items there and turn into a horror attraction, and they find Springtrap. I really hope that's what happens. I mean, I feel like that would be pretty cool. But this first movie was great, dude. I can't stress it enough. I loved everything about it. You guys really need to watch it if you haven't. I mean, why would you watch this video if you haven't? I mean, it's just spoilers. But, like, there's the movie. Super great. I loved everything about it. It was awesome. It was literally awesome. And at the end, they played the Living Tombstone Five Nights at Freddy's song. And it was like, imagine making a song and actually having it in the FNAF movie, bro. It was great. I loved it. And the final message at the end of the credits, it started spelling something out. And it says, "Come find me." That either was for Springtrap or the secret character, which I did not explain earlier. But basically, when Mike goes to the pizzeria for this first night, he hears a lot of noises, and when he checks the curtains and he shines the light on Chica, there's two glowing eyes in the background. And when you up the exposure, I'm gonna actually put an image of it on screen, you could see the puppet's face. The puppet was the secret character, and it was awesome, bro. I actually found that out later, and I tried it myself when I watched it the third time. The movie was still good. I really can't wait for the second one to come out. And like I said, I really hope that the post-credit scene for the second one is like them finding the dead body of William Afton. It's probably going to be based around FNAF 2, and if they're going in movie order, no, not movie order, if they're going in game order, like when the games came out, it would make perfect sense for the third movie to be FNAF 3, and that would be with Springtrap, which I really hope that they do, in fact, do that. But yeah, that was the FNAF movie, guys. There's my review on it. I really enjoyed it, so hope you guys did enjoy this video. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to get notified every time I post a brand new video. Yeah, that's really it. I'll see you all next time for a gaming video. So, goodbye.